Hi guys, Gina again. I am doing a video today about my daughter and her helping her dad build something special for me. So what I'm doing is I took a piece of just Recollections white 12 by 12 cardstock, and that's going to be my base. And I took a piece of that camera paper, the Polaroid cameras, from the DCWV snapshot stack, and I am using that as uh, the major piece of pattern on the bottom, towards the bottom of the page. And then I'm taking that reddish orange color that I attached with some red line tape because the Polaroids are that paper is very, not dimensional, but textured, I guess. It has glitter and it feels embossed and nothing sticks. The ATG doesn't want to stick to it. Wet glue might, but I just didn't want to mess with it, so I used the red line tape. So then I added some washi tape to the top and the bottom of that area there. And those are going to be my 4 photos that I'm going to use. So I'm just cutting those down a little bit. And the photos are of my daughter helping my husband build my Raskog cart. We had gone to IKEA and I saw it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get it. Everybody has them. So yeah, so I got one, and of course I couldn't put it together myself. I tried, and yeah, epic fail. So I didn't get past that bottom part. I put like maybe 2 little things together and then I was done. I'm like, okay, here you go. Kylie's like, I want to help. I want to help. So yeah, she ended up helping him. So that's good. I think girls should know how to do stuff like that. I just never learned and I'm not good at it, and I'd rather not. So there we go. So those are my 4 photos. I'm just mounting on that piece of bright green cardstock that is also in that snapshot stack. And I think all the pieces I'm going to use are from that same stack. I just used they're not cut aparts, but whatever the 12 by 12 sheets, some of them had cards on them and different embellishments, so I just cut them out. And that's the Caterpillar crop that I had for like a couple days, and then I returned it because I didn't like it. I'm sure it was user error. It kept getting crooked on me, and the more I practiced, the better I got at it, getting it straight, but it just wasn't. I mean, you can hold it by that bar, and it's kind of heavy, like side heavy, and it just wasn't working for me, so I did end up returning that. And then I bought the one at the expo last week or a couple weeks ago, which I am enjoying, by the way. So yeah, I guess to each his own, right? Some people like something and someone else might not, so oh well. So for the photos too, I had to put that red line tape on it to stick to that Polaroid paper again. And there's going to be some embellishing, not too much, because there's a lot of space taken up by the 4 photos, but I love doing multiple photos. I hardly ever have just one picture, unless it's a posed picture or something like that. And yeah, I'm usually a multiple photo kind of girl, because I always think I'm not going to remember things, so I like to have not every single picture, but you know, a good many of them on the layouts, especially for holidays and birthdays and stuff like that. That's my reasoning behind multiple photos. But here I'm taking, in that same stack, there was a whole sheet of different sizes of Polaroid pictures. So I went ahead and cut out a few for this layout. I got a small one for the top there. And again, whenever I get a 12 by 12 paper pad that has any kind of cut aparts or borders or little pieces that I could cut out, I do that like right away. I just like to watch TV and mindlessly cut stuff. And then when I need it, it's ready to go for the most part. So on that top there, I just added one of those Polaroid pictures and a piece of black cardstock from that same collection. And I put a little fishtail on it. That camera, I'm just going to fussy cut out. I'm going to put it on some foam and put it on that large Polaroid in a sec. But first, I'm going to get some labels cut out. So I have another piece of that reddy orange, and using that label punch. EK Success punch. much. It gives those 3 sizes. 90% of the time I just use the large one. But I am going to use one of the tiny ones for the left side of that left baby cluster I'm going to put. And I bought some Nuvo crystal drops from the expo, and I think I'm going to go back and put some on this layout just in those 3 clusters and then just let it dry. Because of course I haven't put anything in their album, so. Yeah, but I was looking at it, it looked kind of plain. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to add maybe some of those new drops that I got and let it dry. So I'm really not going to do any journaling on this. And if I do, no, sorry, it was a big sigh. Maybe I'll just do it like right there, under there on that Polaroid. It's just building my RASCOG, which isn't a big deal. The main thing I wanted it for is showing that Kylie is helping her dad put something together. I don't know if you can see the mess in the background, but we were also redoing our kitchen. And so he was working on putting together cabinets, and then he had to stop and put together my RASCOG because, you know, we need immediate gratification. It's like, I gotta get it together so I can go put it in my room. So that's why I tried it on my own to start it, but that didn't work. So they were kind enough to help me and put it together. So those are just some random stickers I got from, I don't think it's like Jolie's or anything, but they're just some handyman stickers that I had in my stash that I wanted to use instead of just hoarding everything. So I'm going to put a few of them on the layout, and then I'll save a couple of them for the other home improvement layout that I have. I have a few of them. So, yeah, there was a sticker stuck in there, so I cut it out. Some screws or nails or whatever they are. So yeah, that's gonna, oh no, I forgot. I'm just gonna add a few hearts around, and that is a Recollections heart punch. I love it. It punches really well, even with thicker paper. And I wanted to cut out that piece, but it was too big. So I used the mini Studio G one for that little heart, and then I'm going to get that same orangey red paper to punch out a large heart in addition to those small ones. Not large, but larger. And after I put those down, I think that's going to pretty much be it for the layout. That's what I said. I think in those few clusters I'll be adding some Nuvo drops in black and see how much I love that. So yeah, so I guess that's it for my layout, and I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!